Hare Krishna. So here's a question about the Chatukshloki Bhagavad-gita. Chaturshloki means, Chatur means four, and Shloki are the shlokas of Bhagavad Gita. These are the four seed verses or the essence of the Bhagavad Gita as given by all acharyas. Out of the 700 verses of the Bhagavad Gita, one can understand the sum and substance, the very essence of the essence of the essence of Bhagavad Gita by studying these four verses. Now, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has told that every Shastra covers three main points. That is the Sambandha Gyan, the knowledge of the relationship between the Jiva and God, the duty of the Jiva or duty about God, basically knowledge of identity, right? Definition, that is Sambandha Gyan, the Sambandha, the connection. And second is the Abhidheya. Abhidheya Gyan is knowledge of the practice or the process by which one can re-establish that Sambandha. And the third is Prayojana Gyan, the knowledge of the result or the fruit or what we're going to get by practicing the Abhidheya. So these three things are very important in all Shastric study, to know the Sambandha, to do the Abhidheya, and so we know what is the Prayojana. So these are the three things to know. And similarly, these four verses in Bhagavad Gita also covers these three things. Alright. So we'll see the first verse. Now these verses come in the 10th chapter of Bhagavad Gita from text 8 to text 11, 8, 9, 10, 11. 10.8 speaks about Sambandha, Gyan, knowledge of the relationship between God and Jivas and everything. And 10.9 speaks about the Abhidheya, the process by which we can develop what we spoke about in 10.8 or know about in 10.8. And the last two verses, 10.10 and 10.11, speak about the Prayojana. What is the goal? What we're going to achieve? Or what are the fruits of this knowledge? So let us look at each of these verses. First, we'll look at the 10.8, 10 chapter 8 verse of Bhagavad Gita, which speaks about the Sambandha Gyan. So Lord Krishna tells to Arjuna, Aham sarvasya prabhavo mataf sarvam pravartate iti matva bhajante mam buddha bhava samanvita. So here Krishna says about his identity, Aham sarvasya prabhavo. I am the source of everything. Mataf sarvam pravartate. From me, everything emanates. So Krishna says, I am the source of everything, and from me only everything that you see created is existing, is because it comes from me. Iti matva bhajante mam. Those who know this worship me. Those who have an idea that I am the source of all sources, they will worship me. How will they worship you? Buddha bhava samanvita. Buddha here means intelligence, bhava samanvita, with great intention, with with their minds and hearts, right? With their intelligence and their hearts, they will worship me. So that's what the first verse is saying. The second verse, which is 10.9, right? That actually speaks about the process of abhideya, or how to actually approach the Lord. So Lord Krishna says to Arjuna, Matchita Madgata Prana Bodhayanta Parasparam Katayantascha Mam Nityam Tushyanti Cha Ramanti Cha. So here he says Matchita Madgata Prana. Their minds are fully engaged in me. Their lives, their prana are dedicated to me. Bodhayanta Parasparam. They are constantly preaching and enlightening each other. Katayantascha Mam Nityam. They are constantly speaking about me. And in that way, tushyanti cha ramanti cha. In that way, they are getting pleasure and they are also getting satisfaction. So this is the abhidheya, that we have to practice speaking Krishna Katha with our lives and hearts and minds totally dedicated to the Lord. As we converse, as we share, as we speak about the Lord, always we become satisfied and we become happy also. So then the last two verses speak about prayojan. What is the prayojana gyan, what we can get from this? So 10.10, 10 chapter, 10th verse. Tesham satata yuktanam bhajatam priti purvakam dadami buddhi yogam tam yena mam upayanti te. Tesham satata yuktanam. For those who are always engaged, like the earlier verse they said, Machita, Madgata. For such people who are constantly engaged in worship me, bhajatam priti purvakam, who is worshipping, doing bhakti, doing devotional service with preeti, with love, with actual emotions and care and knowledge. Preeti Purvakam, Krishna says, Dadhami buddhi yogam tam. I give them intelligence. I give them devotion. So that yena mam upayanti te. So that they can come closer to me. So to the degree that we approach Krishna with our devotion, to that degree Krishna will give us the knowledge within our hearts how to approach him, how to take shelter of him properly. This is prayojana. And the last verse of the Chaturshloki, Krishna says, Tesham evanukampartam aham agyanajam tamah nashayami atmabhavasto jnana deepena bhasvata. For those, such people who are all wholly dedicated to me, anukampartam, out of great special mercy, aham agyanajam tamah, I destroy, nashayami, I destroy their ignorance, born of darkness. Atma bhavosto, within their hearts, because I'm situated within their hearts. So Krishna situated within our hearts will destroy the ignorance from within. We all have experienced, like in earlier times we have a different conception of right and wrong, bhakti, and now we have a different conception, different understanding, because the ignorance is being destroyed. Jnana deepena bhasvata, just like the lamp, a lamp that dissipates darkness. So Krishna also gives us this vidya, gives us this knowledge, gives us this purity. So these are the four important verses to understand how the Lord is and how we should function and what we will get out of this. Hare Krishna.